Going on, guys? On the stage here, and today we're talking about Apex, and yeah, welcome to stream. I know I've been away for about a week or so, but yeah, been on vacation, but I'm back now, and hopefully I can get some regular videos for you guys. And yeah, today we're talking about a little bit of tips and tricks, do's and don'ts, etc., etc. And number one, I'd probably say is landing. Always make sure you land at a decent area that you are familiar with, but also a good area that allows for multiple different ways to actually play within that area. I personally like an area on the map that is both versatile in its surroundings, has some decent elevation, but for the most part, I like a
backpack here. Level 2.
I like a decent sized area. Nothing crazy, nothing quite enclosed, but I do want to actually have a well, it's more of a certain setting. I didn't choose to land here, this is just where my teammate landed, but
right here may be good for
essentially I like a place like docks. If I had to choose a location, it would have some elevation, but nothing incredibly high or low, nothing that dips into the ground. That's a big no-no for me, is areas like Antenna. Antenna's probably the worst place you could land at. It is genuinely really, really bad to go there, for a multitude of reasons, and I could make an entire video just talking about how bad the location truly is. But do yourselves a favor and stop landing at Antenna, because that is a death sentence. Yeah. Don't want to be super negative, but I will have to break down some stuff here, and it may not be too pleasant in my wordage. So viewer discretion is advised, and yeah. Essentially, we're live right now, and we're gonna go over some landings, and typically what I would like to do in certain situations, and probably play them out as well. Communication is key, so make sure you're playing with people who you could not only understand, but also speak the same language and can communicate effectively and clearly with as little words as possible. I can't express that enough. You know, it is vital for a teammate, or for a team to communicate whenever you're doing anything in the game, whether it's looting, moving, rotating, fighting, running away. And another thing about landing is that don't always drop so hot. There's no need to, you know, have this giant,
half the squads remain.
Fight in the middle or beginning or whatever part of the game you're in. Simply put,
there are spider eggs here.
all you need to do is learn whether or not to take a fight that is advantageous or disadvantageous. And a lot of it comes with experience as well. So for instance, do not take fights that you do not think you could win, obviously. Yeah. Make sure you also are comfortable with fighting. There we go, there's our big money. Yep. You must feel comfortable with guns and surrounding control. Don't be afraid to back up. You can fight. No, there is strength in numbers after all. How was that? We got pretty good, huh? Almost died. But, we're still here. Awesome. Lovely. Oopsie. Ain't about that much. Yeah, we're doing great. Oop, we got a ton of resources. This is gonna be really good. I noticed there's no purple in this cave. Now that I think about it, there should have been. Yeah. Remember, communication, landing, depending on who what legend I'm using, I will either go to certain places or avoid certain places, If I'm really comfortable with, let's say, Pathfinder, I'll go to a place that gives me advantage over that. I don't just think about, oh, where do I want to land? I think about literally everything. And I'm certainly not, um, you know, and I will base my character, whoever I pick, I will pretty much land at specific locations that are good for my character. But you also got to think about your team. Is your team do as well as you will? Pathfinder and other mobile legends have a huge advantage over other legends who are not mobile in the Cenote Cave. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Where is it? Sorry, the checkpoint. That place right over there, the enclosed rocky area that has that like elevated area here. Yeah, that place is awful. For people that are not mobile legends. And so I would highly advise anyone who is running a mobile legend to be a little considerate of your team. And also, Antenna is horrible. There are certain locations where I will actively avoid for certain reasons. Whether the loot isn't good enough, it's too many teams considering the loot. There is the issue of the, you know, the area. Am I able to escape from this area? Is it worth it for me to go towards this area? You know, am I confident enough in my ability to fight if I don't have a certain legend equipped? You know, certain legends do make or break a team comp, and people will say, well, you should get good at just regular gameplay. Well, that's true. You should get good at the standard gameplay, but you should also consider. Ooh.
Looks like some enemies have been here.
No. You should also really. Oh, our teammate's back. No way. All right, so that's actually great. Yeah. Every team needs a team leader, and sometimes that can switch between people. But you also need a team who you're able to trust. If you're confident in your teammates, like your friends, you know one's really good at making, you know, quick decisions to, you know, decide to fight or decide to flee. Perfectly okay. There'll be another fight. You know, as long as you survive, there will be another fight. I know so many squads, so many people are so ready to jump into a fight because they don't have enough. God, we're making a ton of noise. I know so many people that are just willing to just go full send for an entire fight and don't care about what happens afterwards. And then they're like, well, I haven't seen any action the whole game or whatever. I'm like, yeah, but you don't need to risk your life to win to down one dude. Like, you know, where does that put me in my situation? Now I have to go, you know, if you get knocked, well, now I have to mess with the other dude. Now it's all on me instead of playing smart, repositioning, moving as a team. And I've had, you know, friends that are quite impulsive in this matter, and it could be really frustrating trying to play with some of these people who will just bum rush. And you know, I have a couple people like that, but there's also people that I'm not comfortable pushing, and I feel like I should run away. You know, for instance, last game with a teammate who spoke French, and I don't speak French at all. That's already one communication issue down. The other is our teammate rage quit, and also the landing was kind of shoddy. It was not advantageous for us to push the fight in this, you know, rotation, positioning, and moving across the map is also incredibly crucial. When I think about this game, I think about it in many different layers. It's not just a single, well, all I need to do is this and I'll be okay. No, you need to think about everything. Where your character is, you know, how easily are you able to traverse the area if you're going from one position to the next. You never want to be caught out in the open. It's just not, it's not worth it in any aspect. It is just, it's horrible. So my advice for anyone who is going to be in that situation, it is to, excuse me, who is going to be out in the open and going to be someone who's going to push squads, is to have someone mobile who can get in and out of sticky situations. This is why mobile legends are crucial for a lot of gunfights.
Making contact with enemy.
New kill leader, but they haven't won
Follow
yet.
me if you making contact with enemy.
I'm hit. Arc star out. Need an arc star.
again, it's also about your positioning.
Inside the ring.
Opening fire. Mayday. Crossing a journey over here. Another bandit.
It's hostile right here.
Crack the Badger shield. Reloading. Taking fire.
Care package being delivered.
Making
Enemy
contact with
spotted
enemy.
over there.
Enemy down. Fire, friends. Grappling.
Got trouble here.
I'm dead.
I am repairing.
Sometimes it's important to armor swap as well. So my team got wiped, and I'm over here trying to fix this situation. Oopsie.
Giving my shields a recharge. Let's recover our friend.
I don't play this game, you know, I play this game very distinctively. Alright.
Pick up our friend's banner. We can bring him back. Shield. Yes, I am taking fire. Enemy shield.
No, I had to reload. That sucks.
Replicator incoming, friends.
Again, positioning is incredibly crucial. I should have ran away with my teammate and cut our losses. I mean, you can see the damage output, it speaks for itself. So, remember, legend pick, positioning, landing. Whenever I choose a place to land, I'm not only choosing that place, I think about the surrounding area. I think about the areas around the area. If I'm thinking about landing at a specific location, I have to think, okay, am I going to land here and this is going to be good for my team? And how easily are enemies going to be able to find us and push us? Are there a lot of good places around the area to come into this main area? Are there a bunch of areas to transition to and to run away? What are my options? Are there gravity cannons? Are there, that's new. Are there gravity cannons? Are there tridents? Are there, you know, anything I can use to my advantage? I'm never once thinking about, you know, what do I do next? What do I do next? It's usually, I mean, more often than not, it's fight here, you know, or where do I go? Like, I need to think a couple steps ahead. If I know a game plan, like, okay, this is where we're gonna go, we'll figure it out step by step, and we'll figure out the rest as we go, depending on if there's a team or not. I'd like to know that if I'm going in a location, I want to know if there's 3 ways to go into that location. If there are 3 ways to go into that location, that is great, because that leaves me with a few different spots to go around, because odds are teams are going to be pushing together, which means that there's always one door or one tunnel or one area to go out of that is a way of escape, a way to flank, a way to push, etc., etc. And this means that I'm always thinking about how to get one up on the enemy. So if let's say I'm landing, you know, there at the giant mountain, which I don't want to, but I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways to enter this whole facility. At least 5. Technically, there's one more around that other side. As well, there was only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways to escape. So 6 ways in and 5 ways out. So that's also important to know. There's also a lot of area to cover. You know, so you have to section off certain spots. How about this area? There's a wall here. It's difficult to climb over. It's pretty much a one-way in, one-way out, unless you have a mobile legend. If you don't, tough luck. You can out 1, 2, 3, and 4. But they're all of those locations are choke points as well as not the greatest spots. Like, I'm not.
The enemies are shooting at me.
First blood has been taken.
Beginning ring countdown.
They're shooting
I'm fairly confident in my skills with Pathfinder.
Gotta hop up here. Turbocharger. Frag out.
Wow.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Moving here. Follow me.
So this spot's decent for the door. It's not a great angle, but I could throw grenades down for sure. Good way to see which door they're out of. I always think about how can I get a leg up on the enemy, which is why Pathfinder is fantastic. Its ability to flank and to grapple makes him extremely hard to predict.
Hostile close.
Alrighty, I'm going this way.
Let's go this way. Closed door
I don't have
over
any shields left. I have one cell. See, what that guy should have done was escape cut our losses, rather than fight and push the 1v3. Yeah. Or the 2v3. It's complete. Yes, I know. I know you guys are angry. I know you guys are upset.
That's our friend's banner. We
Like, dude, what do you want me to do? Like, and then they're gonna rage quit. Watch. Like, let me get my stuff ready, you know?
recharging shield.
Oh no.
This is our chance to recover our friend. 1 minute. Setting up a zip line. This is our chance to recover our friend.
So now, I'm healed up, I'm repositioned, and I'm ready to engage. I also have my
45
ultimate.
seconds until ring. Got our friend's banner. This is great. Picked up our friend's banner. We can bring him back. Taking fire. 30 seconds until close. This is very exciting.
Alright, this is really bad.
Recharging shields.
Alright, now I have a game plan. I know the area, and I'm gonna run away,
Half the squads are gone.
do some damage, run away.
Recharging shields.
We want to put enough pressure on the enemy that's close to make them back off and heal, and then you can push to engage. Now, there's a Prowler in there and there, but I'm gonna have to push regardless. Yep. Too slow, buddy. So because of my smart decision making and my ability to, well, decide to take the fight or break from the fight, allowed me to not only recover both of my teammates, but also prolong our survival, and now there's 9 squads left. It is imperative that people actually work together and don't just bum rush enemy teams because one teammate got knocked. Sometimes it's important to reposition, heal up, and re-engage. And don't be afraid to be the person that makes that call, because they're like, oh, let's push. It's like pushing a squad when you're not all for it is a way to kill your team. It just is, and people need to realize that, it's not about what you think, it's about what's best for the team. And even though you might be more than willing to get into gunfights and fight,
I've got an Evo
etc.,
shield here.
etc.,
It's
your
cool.
team
Level
might
2.
not be up to the challenge. And so, knowing all this information, you have to make an assessment and have to realize, okay, maybe this isn't the best, time to push a squad. Maybe we need to focus more on survival and getting better weapons so we can re-engage in the end game.
Mid-range.
I can't tell you how many times I've been furious with my teammates because they just push. and they have zero patience and they're impulsive and they make a really rash decision without thinking ahead, and it costs them the game, the team, and they don't learn anything from it because they're just doing the same thing every game, and they never learn any. I mean, it's gonna be a hard, really tough, road ahead.
Might be something good this way.
I don't have any sympathy for them,
Ready, it's zipline time.
Me have to sneeze. Excuse me. My advice is, I mean, I'm not the best in terms of advice, but I mean, I played this game enough to know, there are certain situations that are just not worth it. And oftentimes, like that one, if I just went in and bum rushed while they were spamming, I would have died too. But instead, I thought about my situation, and you know what? It would have been better because think of it like a rank match. I mean, yeah, rank match is higher stakes, but it's also the fact that a ranked match in particular actually has repercussions. It forces you to play better so that, you don't lose rank. You don't get punished for playing badly. That one forces you to play better and better and better. Whereas regular pubs, well, you're probably not going to learn much, considering that most teammates will just bum rush or go into any random spot that they feel like, without even thinking about how this will affect the game, their landing, their teammates, etc., etc. Not to say that the teammates are inconsiderate or anything, but they just do not understand. Or it seems to me like they do not understand the basics when it comes to. I mean, I've seen people that don't even know how to skydive. Like, they're just floating down like it's Fortnite. They're not holding forward. They're not even aiming towards the ground. They're just floating down.
Contact with hostile.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
The next ring is quite far.
Attention. Delivering replicator.
Let's explore this way.
Replicator incoming.
My ultimate is ready. Ooh.
I'm using my surroundings to make assessment of the situation without leaving myself out in the open.
Striking range.
I'm also going to use this bridge here. Oh, so no, that one's going to hurt a lot.
Dead enemy shield. I am down.
He had an additional teammate, but I did get the knock.
Move this. Contact with hostile. Contact with target. Contact with hostile.
Fantastic. So I got a knock. I'm also at 260 damage. I played smarter, and I got my team back engaged.
A new kill leader. We have our target.
Your help is very helpful.
Fantastic. Ooh, wow, that's some good stuff, actually.
Recharging shield.
I am repairing
I'm gonna need a
myself.
lot of help after this. We got a minute 19. Ring's fairly far. I think we should go up and around,
Let's
actually.
explore this way.
We're actually headed back towards people which we had originally. Like that.
Optics here. Mid shield battery here.
I'm actually gonna take
1 minute.
that.
The ring is far.
Drop some cells.
Making contact with enemy. Death box here.
45 seconds. Can you reach the ring in that time?
Contact with target.
Taking fire.
Ready? It's
Phase tear ready.
I'm down.
No bueno.
Giving my shields a recharge. It's just you and me.
Alright,
friend.
that's
Let's
lovely.
Not die.
Yeah, that Octane needs to chill out and needs to stop pushing so aggressively.
Enemy over there. I can see something good this way.
Well,
Recharging shields. Let's go this way.
that man messed up.
Care
He should have been
package
more
delivered.
aware of his surroundings. And he's
I
suffering the
shot an enemy
consequences.
shield.
See how I'm playing with the ring.
Reloading.
Bye-bye, pain.
Well, that is my alarm. I have to go to work soon.
Giving my shields a recharge. Target over there. Enemy squad's about to launch.
I mean, this is not a it's decent. It's not a terrible ring. There are 4 squads left. This man has been a complete detriment to our team. Like a complete detriment. Far, far, far too aggressive for his own good.
Got our
Oh
friend's
my
banner.
god, you were
This
so
is
lucky I
great.
grabbed that, dude.
Repairing.
You were so lucky. I'm taking this man's loot. I have to. It's gonna be gone after this, right? Yeah. I'll take you, I'll take some shields, and I'll take more ring shields.
Repairing.
This sucks though. Yo. That's
The
unfortunate.
next ring spawns. Do not get caught.
Repairing.
Let's regroup here.
Yeah.
Healing.
I'll take
They're
that.
dropping a
One.
replicator.
Yup. I have one more, of those.
Repairing my damages.
It's very, very unfortunate. I mean, and the thing is that unless this man, like, just flat out never gets revived, dude, like, he will never learn because he's just like, oh, my teammates will revive me every time. Every time I do something stupid, I always have my teammates to fall back on. No, you need to be good enough to not be a hindrance to your teammates. In my opinion, you know, I'm not specifically talking about this dude here, but you need to definitely be someone who is not going to hurt the overall, you know, team. You need to be someone who's going to be an asset. Someone who is going to help the team, who's not going to hurt the team, we don't go. I mean, this man has already been revived, you know, twice.
We have significant
The Ash
repairing
learned their
damages.
lesson. This individual did not, and I have no pity for this individual who's made that choice. And I understand, like, sometimes you get outplayed or whatever.
We have 45 seconds to cross
There
the
was no
Great
need for
Lakes.
you to go into that building. You should have ran away. You should have looted up, put a little pressure, and then got into the ring, considering the amount of time we had left over. And now I'm in a worse off position because. Okay, there we go. Now I'm in a worse position because of this guy. Not to say that, you know, it's solely their fault. But it's not as if they helped, you know. Sometimes you just get outplayed and sometimes you get beat up. I'm about to use a Phoenix kit.
10 seconds until the ring closes.
That is so unfortunate. I'm gonna have to go incredibly far. I mean, just super unfortunate, and I'm a little upset about it, to be honest. I can't sit here and say that I'm not a little upset, because this man is really cost us pretty badly here. I mean, the fact that I had to go back and save this man, get his banner. There might not even be one at the end of the circle. I mean, there's 3 currently, but you know, I mean, this is horrible. Nope.
Line deployed.
And so, if it wasn't for me and this individual making smarter decisions, we would have already died. Anyway. But you see, like, we already would have lost. We already would have lost this game if it wasn't for the initial break that I had.
Tearing through reality.
Here
And
I go.
Maestro landed it. Landed the pre-grapple. And I do want whatever's in here. I know, I'm 90% sure there's an enemy looking at me right now.
What a rush!
Round 4.
One squad
Beginning
remains.
ring countdown.
Let's
Now
go this
you
way.
prove your worth.
G7 Scout here.
Must go. I'm down. I actually got
I literally only want it for that. Are you kidding me? This man's already dead? He just got revived. That's kind of hilarious in an unfortunate way.
Our squad mate. The enemy stands before us.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's the same squad as last time. Okay.
We have time to strategize.
An enemy landed near me. Do you think they want to be my recharging shields? Repairing. Contact.
Enemy in the distance. Target far off.
I am taking fire, friends. I am down.
And this is why it's important to stay with a team and as a team and work together. Yeah. I can't stream for too long. I didn't realize the time frame was so far already. That was just one match. We could have won that. But our team just would not work together. Any notes? Well, we'll see by the summary of what happened. I basically got third-partied after knocking one guy. The Octane who bum-rushed and did nothing the entire game only got a single assist and only 49 damage. You can see the stats. They literally speak for themselves. This man had less survival time because he died multiple times. I had respawned. This guy had to respawn this guy. So I respawned both these guys, and this guy respawned this guy. After I retrieved the banner. In terms of, I mean, it's just incredibly frustrating. You went an entire game, got to the final circle, faced multiple squads, and only had 49 damage. I mean, I'm not trying to, you know, tell this man that this man is just garbage or anything. I'm not saying that at all. However, I am saying that this man definitely needs, whatever they identify, I'm saying man's is sort of like a general term, whatever. This individual needs to learn the game, go back to basics, and really learn about where to rotate, how to push, you know, use your surroundings to your advantage. I don't, and look, I'm not the greatest player. I never claimed to be. But Legend choice, and I'll choose the Octane just to prove a point that you could do fine with Octane on this map. It just depends on where you land, and I will actively avoid certain locations because they are a detriment to your team. These are traps, and they are there as a there is a as sort of a trap for players that don't realize that these places are garbage. For instance, like I said, Antenna, that is a trap. It is a horrible place, and you should never go there. And I'm gonna land there. Oh, we're not there. Okay, so okay. Now we're on Olympus. For your own benefit, never land at estates. Never land here. All right, you will die. Also, another thing, we should never land is probably Bonsai Plaza. Never land up top. The reason for that is because there's too many choke points, not enough ways to escape, and you're oftentimes going to get your squad wiped, considering there's barely any loot for your squad there. This is a Predator Crypto. I don't know how good this guy is. This guy's name is Piccolo, though, so, you know, he's got my vote. I like Piccolo from Dragon Ball. And I'm not saying I'm the, you know, I just want people to work together and to not play dumb. And that's literally it. That's all I care about. As long as you play decent, as long as you're not a hindrance to your team, you're fine in my book. All right. You know, I may not want to play with you necessarily, but at least you're not a hindrance to your team. And if you can't learn that, that's on you. And it's important for every person to understand the rotations. So right here, I like wanting to get a long-range weapon on this map, so I'm gonna go out of my way to go to survey. So I'm gonna probably
What do you think is over here?
ping that location, see if anyone else agrees. If they don't, then we won't. But I think it's a great spot to rotate.
I'm gonna raid this area here. There's a new kill leader. 조심해. R301 here.
Shop's open for business.
I'm looking ahead. Currently, I'm looking that way.
Ooh, let's use the control panel. Maybe explode something. Come on, go off the
I'm looking for optics.
Enemy shield is cracked. Reloading. Getting shot at. I'm down. I'm not done. Got some bad guys here.
So the predator aren't in.
Shooting at me. Damn it! That hurt. I'm down.
Amigos, let's go here.
Are you kidding me? Predator might left. See, I'm using the surroundings there. Are you kidding me? The Predator and
supposed to impress me.
it's incredibly frustrating to see someone that highly skilled be that horrible. I mean, to be fair, I mean he did about as good as I did, but oh my god, I can't take it. Even the Predators are like, what? I mean, I don't know if I was this man or not. I don't know if he was a crypto man. I have no idea. He could be the greatest person, and I just took his legend from him. Who knows? Or maybe he didn't mean to be crypto, and you know, it's just a big mess. I know I'm definitely more skilled with some legends than others. It all depends on your experience. Get comfortable with their abilities, get comfortable with their versatility. The best thing that I could tell you to do is trying to get the 2K badge on every single character, because that will just teach you the basic stuff on how to position yourself, how not to have yourself leaving out in cover, how to you know, and you can play this a couple of different ways. You can play aggressively, you can play, you know, from the back lines and just snipe for a while or do some damage, you know, but you want to be able to hit your shots. You want to be able to do enough DPS, enough damage output to get that 2K badge. And the thing is that that's how I consider myself mastered at a certain character, is by getting the 2K. At the least, I get a 2K. I'm trying to get it on every character. I have it on most of them. I have it on the first 2 rows. Yeah. First 2 rows I have it. And I have it on Loba, I have it on Horizon. You know, it all depends. And you know, it doesn't matter. I've gotten it with Bangalore already, but I haven't seen the skin in a minute, so I haven't used it, so I wanted to kind of show off a little bit. And this is the Dino Dynamo. It is a Twitch Prime exclusive from like season 4 or something. I can't remember. Awesome skin though. And yeah, I didn't realize at the time how valuable this skin actually was, but now that every skin's being resold as a recolor, like, you know, why bother? Yes. Anyway, what'd you say? That's a good spot for a funeral? No kidding, dude. I like Docks. Docks is a fantastic location. Yeah, Docks is a great location. There's it's probably my favorite in terms of its elevation and where all the buildings are kind of spaced out. It has enough, ooh, nice.
Who will challenge them?
Hostile. Danger close.
Great, I got a Mozambique.
Taking damage.
They can run as fast as they want, but natural selection will always catch up.
Alright.
A brave new soul has entered.
That is horrible.
Do they have what it takes? Let's find out. Ring-a-ding-ding.
I'm not a big fan of this spot.
Healing. Watch my back.
They're running back into the game where they're probably going to... And
Look who we
Give
have
my shield a
here.
recharge.
A challenger! On the ding, ding, ding! Time to sting, sting,
Let's displace here.
I'm going around to get more cover.
Wait, are they running away? There's no running away in boxing.
Spawn it. Double time it. Giving him the chimney.
There's another squad on us.
Yeah, that was real sketchy. I don't know why I did that.
Target down. I'm out of heavy ammo.
Let's go this way.
There's alarm number 2. I have one more and then I'm getting off.
Heavy ammo here.
Yeah, I got a lot of garbage in my
My
inventory.
ultimate's ready. Unit up. Hold on. Getting attacked by another squad.
Let's relocate
Target
here.
Oh man, this is really unfortunate. Nice stuff from before.
Get ready. There's an enemy close by.
A lot of just kind of positioning and moving yourself in different spots. You know, a lot of people don't really realize that, you know, just deal a little damage, run away. Do a little damage, run away. Chip, 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 chip. All day long.
Abilities are blocked. I cracked an enemy shield. Taking fire.
Throwing thermite.
I'm down. Heads up, mate. Another squad.
Taking fire. I broke an enemy shield.
Whoop! I'm lagging or something, dude.
Smoke out.
Look out. Enemy here.
Oscar Mike.
Someone's cruising for a bruising in this corner, folks.
He's my
Who
Phoenix.
will
I'll be there.
challenge them?
We got company, people.
I spy an enemy.
Rings next door.
Look out. Enemy
45.
here.
Safety's off,
Look here,
folks.
mate.
Enemies here.
Damn it. I'm in trouble.
We're down. Smoke out. 3-0. Rings
Check out
close.
this way.
Reloading. Hold tight. I got your back.
Hey, check out this way.
Somebody, anybody,
Hold on,
get
I
this
need to
person
get
a
Enemy
riot on our hands.
That was
Don't
the
you
last
want to
of them.
see a
Another
boxing
squad bites
match?
the dust.
10 seconds until the ring closes. Grab what you need and let's go. Come on. I still need...
Pop in the chimney. Tangle near me.
Get shot at.
Audio on mark. Firing for effect. Energy ammo.
Taking some damage.
Flag out. Arc start out.
Crap, I'm down.
Target spotted.
Care package.
Taking fire. Popping smoke. Give me a second. Recharging shields.
They're opening quite the pickle here.
Spotted. Double timing it. Got our squad mate's banner. Spotted. Double timing it. Hey, got our squad mate's banner.
I hate my teammates with a passion sometimes. Yeah, that was probably the most unfortunate landing spot we could have ever landed at, and Loba called him a beginning. It's a great place to have a funeral. That place isn't terrible, because there are a few ways to escape. There's at least 4 ways to escape, a few ways to exit, you can jump off railings, etc., etc. It's not the worst place to be in, but it certainly is far from the best, and yeah. Overall, I think that was, decent, but we should have cut our losses and got out. A lot of people do not understand a lot of things in the game. I would say movement, positioning, rotation, gunplay. I mean, you saw how many times I got knocked, right? I mean, if it wasn't for me having that gold knockdown, or the gold backpack, it would have been a lot worse situation. I should have cut my losses and ran away, honestly. I really should have. But you know, I just
Never met a problem a dibutyl phthalate compound explosive couldn't fix.
yeah. I mean, it all depends. I mean, I could play with whoever. You know, at this point, I'm pretty versatile. I don't need a big, you know, learning. You know, I don't need a big, a large amount of time to learn a character. I pretty much know the ins and outs of most characters. I mean, a little bit of playthrough, maybe a few hours or whatever, and I'm pretty much starting to work with them. Certain legends I'm more efficient with than others. I've recently started liking Watson a bit more. Alright, number one, this is a horrible location, and if you have any sort of flying, jumping, or any sort of legend who could put themselves in an elevated position, such as Horizon, Pathfinder, Octane, Valkyrie, especially Valkyrie, then at that point, yeah, you do not ever land here. Probably the worst decision you could do for your team.
Being shot. Took down an enemy.
Yeah. I did more than my share of damage, but we're just gonna wait this one out to see. Great job. Great job. These guys are doing a fantastic job. I'm being sarcastic. We never should have landed here. This is one of those death spot places where you either make it or you die. And unfortunately, we're going to die here. Unless these guys completely abandon me, we lost this one 100%. Alright, so what this Maggie needs to do, instead of pushing this team forward, needs to go up and around. He's actually doing a detriment to himself by not going around. This guy's doing it upright. He's doing a fantastic job using his tactical. I'm being serious about it. He's waiting to look at where he needs to go. He's using his tactical skillfully. They're doing a great job. That's not my trap. They're doing a nice job pushing together, I will give them that much. They're doing fantastic in terms of putting a lot of pressure on the enemy. So, can't even hate on that. Nice. I was honestly kind of over this match. I'm going to give him another ping here. There you go. Because I want to get some of that loot as well. Caustic's not my preferred guy. Although he's one of the legends where I have one of the most highest damage output on. Yeah, about it. Yeah, we could play this one pretty well here. I do not like this location, but luckily we don't have anyone who actually has any vertical abilities. Valkyrie's probably the most vulnerable here. If you ever have a Valkyrie, never land here. Because you're basically asking her to not have any of her abilities. It's kind of mean actually to do that to her. No. Oh, yeah, there we go. Nice. I'll take my stuff back, thank you very much.
Sitting around, move here.
Boom, boom, very nice. Alright, and then we have mine. And there's nothing in it, fantastic. Yeah. Oh, I realize I'm
out of light ammo.
Completely out of light ammo.
Shield battery here.
Light ammo here.
Close range.
That's mine.
Yeah, I literally don't even have one clip.
We're in the next ring.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Alright, mate, don't have a cry over it.
I'll take it. Fantastic.
Let me a gas trap behind.
Light ammo here.
That's mine.
This guy always gets me at the worst times. I'm actually about to get off after this match, unfortunately. Kinda sucks, but yeah.
Shield shield cell here.
Attention.
Thank you.
Delivering care package.
Me haro. Cheer for the loot, Wally.
Yeah.
Alright,
Guess you
mate, don't have a
want
cry over it.
shield battery
Light
here.
ammo here.
Yeah, we did fantastic. I'm surprised we actually won the one. At this point in me playing this game,
Knew there was a
I
reason
can't even
killed
lie.
you
At
yet.
this point, I have no faith in my teammates at all. Like,
Sweet
zero.
Optics
Like,
here.
if I don't make it out,
Mid-range.
they don't make it out, you know?
Half the squad's are cocked, fellas.
use that.
On ya.
Thank you.
Look in there. Nothing escapes Fusey's watchful gaze.
Fantastic. Okay.
Thanks.
Oh, you know me. I'm all about the Aroha.
We could go
Oh,
there.
hell.
We should
Another
conduct a
squad's been
search
there.
right here.
You know,
Hell yeah.
if they're down for it, I'm down for it. You know. Nice.
I need a shotgun bolt. That'd be an
Gotta
enemy
hop
power.
up here. Boosted load. Optics here. Mid-range.
Dropping the mobile.
Nice. Get some damage out to it.
Introducing. Deploying
There we go. Now we work on our surroundings a little bit. Let's use this to get up a little bit. Whoopsie. And then we'll be good to go.
Reloading.
Juicing me shields. Reload.
Being shot at.
My ultimate's ready.
Nice. That's how we get the squad wiped.
Cracked a
Light
subject.
ammo here.
Last one down. That completes the
Shield
triumvirate.
Phoenix kit here. Shotgun bolt here. Level 1.
Nice.
Using a
Optics
Phoenix
here.
kit.
Close range.
Nice. That was fantastic. 500 versus, yeah, wait. Literally at the same, pretty much.
Everything is car pipe. Shield battery here.
That was great. See, I never trust my teammates after the. I usually trust them after the initial fight. 'Cause the initial fight is what really makes or breaks a team, for real. Might as well take that one up.
ready to go.
Alright, sweet, let's go.
Thank you.
That was good. So, yeah. That was pretty good. I went from like 200, I got like 400 damage that
Keep
one.
it here. She's a thing of beauty.
Sure is. Can't quite tell. Oh,
Subject spotted.
Righto.
Yep. Sweet pigs.
Getting shot at. I suggest we do some research in this area. Shields are recharging.
Hell yeah.
I like to be topped off.
Got a heat shield here.
Beginning ring countdown.
We should conduct a search right here.
I got him on mic.
Phoenix
Our whole
kit here.
squad hates in the ring.
I don't know if they need it or want it or whatever.
Replicators coming in.
Shield battery here. Shield cell here. Another variable from the lab rats. Adding another gas trap.
When they come up the stairs, they're most likely going to go this way. And their blind spot is here.
Placing an independent variable.
Observe. Shink! Yeah, so we have a couple different places. I think we should go up and rotate.
Something here. Very well.
Spotted an enemy. Joker there.
I suspect
Yeah,
we will
seen
find
as a bait.
something here. My ultimate is ready. Let the experiment begin. Placing gas trap.
I mean, yeah, we're kind of out in the open. Okay, that's the very, very, very last alarm. So I'm trying to finish this one up quick. Yeah, unfortunately. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys watching the stream. But I'm gonna have to try and end this bad boy real quick. Nice.
Launching me knuckle cluster. Arcstar going long.
Deep, real pretty
Loading
deep
coming. Sky's about to
pushing
fall,
squad
mate.
here.
Shooting the frag.
It's not bad.
Enemy spotted.
You fellas know the drill.
Subject's shield.
Grenade.
Being shot at.
Charging my shield, Cody.
Kill that Joker. Recharging my shields.
Placing gas trap. Introducing. Fire.
Shooting at me.
I got knocked. He got knocked.
Subject spotted.
Reloading.
On your feet, mate. We wiped the bloody floor with that squad.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Heart, eh? Reload. Launching me knuckle cluster.
unfortunate. Maybe could have played it a bit more on the wall. But it's okay though. Oh yeah, it was last squad. No kidding. Yeah, that got really hectic very, very quickly.
We have our
Not bad.
Apex champions.
Gotta get a good stretching. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned a little something. I hope I could have tried to teach someone or help someone who maybe didn't understand some of the mechanics. I don't know. A lot of this was just sort of to vamp and talk and get another video out, to be honest. But if you guys have enjoyed the video, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe for more if you want, and leave a like if you know, you liked the video. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching again, and peace out.